Oh my god, is he starting the leaf blower again? Alright, so today it's Foundation Friday. This is where I do a base related video every single Friday on my channel, whether it's a first impression, I can feel hairs, whether it's a first impression video, like top concealers, top foundations, whatever it is, we're talking about base stuff today. So you may have noticed, or probably not, because I don't think I even noticed, I have never done a concealer routine video. I have done my top concealers recently, like my top high-end and drugstore, so link that down below. But besides that, I've never done a video like this because I have never found a routine that works for me as amazing as this does. I feel like I've finally nailed it down. I have very weird, finicky under eyes. We're gonna get into all of that in this video. This is gonna be like an in-depth video all about concealer, application, powder, what I've been doing lately, like the past couple months, that has really transformed my under eyes. So if you're someone who also has lines underneath your eyes and you find that just a lot of the techniques and normal products and stuff that people talk about haven't worked for you, hopefully this does. But like I always say, everyone's skin is different. Products work differently for different people. This is just what I've found that works incredible on my skin. So hopefully what I'm showing you today is as much of a game changer for you as it has been for me. So if you're excited for this Foundation Friday and you enjoy while you're watching, you can give it a thumbs up. If you're new here, I upload every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 6 p.m. Pacific time. Also, I know we're all sick and tired of YouTubers telling people to hit the bell, but you actually have to now because YouTube has just been failing miserably, basically. So even if you are subscribed, you might not be getting my videos in your feed. So if you want to be notified when I do upload, you have to click the bell and you can turn on push notifications so it'll just notify you on your phone. Let's get into the concealer application magic. Okay, so I'm just going to go through my foundation stuff anyways because I'm going to be doing it to do the rest of this. So I'm just applying the Tatcha new Silk Canvas liquid primer. So they basically turn their cult favorite primer into liquid form. So I showed this on an Instagram IGTV and a lot of people are asking my thoughts on it. I've only worn it 3 or 4 times so far, so I feel like I still need to do like an all day wear test on it, so I'm not quite sure if it's worth it yet, but I will continue to update you guys. It's very scented. It smells like most Tatcha products. For foundation today, I'm going to use my Conceal and Hydrate F2 by Makeup Revolution. It's a drugstore. You can get it on Ulta. So one thing that can help, I personally don't do it on a daily basis because I feel like on my skin it doesn't make quite as much of a difference, but one thing that can help, it could be worth trying on your skin, is to apply your concealer first before foundation so that you're not putting on a layer of foundation and then a layer of concealer and powder, so that you're just putting the concealer directly on your face first and then you can kind of put your foundation around that area just so there's less product under there. By the way, before we continue, I know there's a red dot on my eyeball. I don't know what happened. I just woke up like that. For me, it's one of those things that with the combo that I'm going to show you today, because it looks good on its own, I just like to do my foundation first. About a year ago, I would say, I was really doing a bunch of research online and just on YouTube and watching different things on ways that people, especially people with like lots of creasing under their eyes, just tips and stuff to prevent creasing. And I basically tried everything. Like I've tried all of the kind of like hacky things with like oils and, you know, all that stuff. And for me, none of it worked. It's not to say that it won't work for you. Just for me, they didn't do a whole lot. I really found that the products make the biggest difference for me and the technique and how I apply it. So that's what I'm showing you today. Okay, so personally, because I have a lot of discoloration and stuff, I just always bring my foundation brush over my eye area. I'm not putting on like tons of product right now. I'm literally just using whatever is left on the brush and just kind of blending it in. I'm just gonna quickly do a little brow. I feel like I have a mullet right now. So like I said, for me, the products and the way that I apply the products make the biggest difference. And I've gone through so many products, testing so many different products for my under eye area. And these two I'm going to mention are by far the best. There's something about these two products together that give me the most creaseless, long-lasting, full coverage kind of look. So the concealer is the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer. No words. but I have lots of words. You can get the travel size of this for $13. So if you just want to try it out, see how it works for you, you can test it out for cheaper and then see if you want to purchase the full size. But I have the shade Light 2 Vanilla. I find that that's the best shade match for me. The thing for me that sets this concealer apart from other concealers is the way that it sets down on my skin. It sets down to where you still need to powder it, but when you go in with powder, it's almost like the powder goes on smoother and more flawlessly because it's not clinging to something that's like super tacky and damp, if you will. It dries down a little bit without being drying. It is full coverage, but if you're someone who doesn't like full coverage, if you want more of a light or medium coverage concealer, you can always just do literally a touch of this, like a little tiny dot, and then blend it out and it'll kind of sheer it out. Some people find it helpful to kind of wipe off the product under there. For me, I've just been going in. So with certain concealers, like, let me give you an example. If I'm going in with something like the Conceal and Hydrate, I typically only apply a tiny bit right towards my inner corner and then blend it out. Because the powder I'm going to use does have some brightening and it weirdly like adds coverage to my under eyes, I don't feel the need to like pull all of my concealer all the way out like I normally would. It just kind of depends on which concealer I'm using. But with this one, I like to add a little bit more than just a dot, you know, like I do keep it towards here, but I also like to bring it out a little bit. I'm not doing like a whole triangle situation, but I want to keep the coverage. And I find that just because of the formula of this one, I can do that. It, again, just depends on the concealer that I'm using. So the key for me with this concealer is to let it sit. You gotta let it sit for like 30 seconds to a minute. You can still blend it out afterwards, but it just adds some coverage because you're not going in and like wiping it right away. I feel like I'm talking so fast right now. I always get questions about this brush. What I use is the Morphe E45. They have changed the color of the bristles since I bought this, but the dome shape is what I like. I've tried so many different under eye concealer brushes. I'm super picky with under eye products, and this brush blends it out for me without taking away the coverage. I can't use a damp sponge on my under eyes. I can't use a lot of brushes. My under eyes are very, very weird, like very particular with everything, products, brushes, technique, the whole thing, you name it. So you can see when it kind of starts to dry down a touch. So what I like to do is start by tapping out the edges of my concealer, and notice I'm not using like circular or wiping motions. I'm literally just kind of stippling and tapping out the edges just to blend the concealer into the rest of my face, and then I'll start working it up towards my nose, bring it up. I'm gonna do both at the same time instead of one eye at a time. Bring it in, and then as you can see, I still have a lot under here to blend out. So then what I'll do once the rest of the edges are blended out is just take my brush, continue that stipple motion. I'll normally start on the outside, work my way in towards my inner corner, make sure you get right in here because that's where a lot of darkness can be. And then without overly blending, just tapping it out. I'm still not swiping or anything, just tapping. And that gives me the best coverage, the best finish, and that's what I do. So starting on the outside and then working it in. I do bring whatever's left over my eyelids as well. We've got full coverage. So this next step is key to everything. I have been searching for literally years, like since I started wearing makeup basically, for a good under eye powder. I have talked about this a lot, but that's what this entire video is about, so I'm going to go over it again. 99% of the time, I can't use loose powders underneath my eyes, whether they have coverage or whether they're translucent. Powders that a lot of people typically use for baking or just, you know, applying with like a fluffy brush. My under eyes are so crazy with powder. If I used any kind of brush, like anything too fluffy, like some people use brushes like this, if I use any kind of fluffy brush, it just does not work for my under eyes. It lifts up all of the coverage, especially with loose translucent powders. That is like the nightmare combo for me. So basically what I had been doing up until about maybe 4 months ago, I was using pressed powders, just ones that I find that work well for me, like the Maybelline Superstay, whether they're powder foundations, any kind of powder that is light enough and has coverage. So I usually would mix in this with like any kind of powder that has coverage. And for me, that solved my coverage issue, but it didn't help with the creasing. And I was just finding my under eyes to look just so crappy throughout the day, just like dry and even more creasing and lines and stuff. So I was like, okay, I need to figure this shit out. So I talked about this, which is the Laura Mercier Secret Brightening Powder. I talked about this I think about 4 months ago is when I started using it. This is not the product I'm talking about today, but this is what I was using for a while. It's the only loose powder I found that can work under my eyes, and I felt like actually made my concealer stay on longer and everything. The only thing with this is, weirdly, with certain concealers, it would darken my under eyes. So some it was totally fine and it would brighten and it would look great. Some it would darken, and overall I'm just not the biggest fan of loose powders. I'm just not. I don't find them pleasant to work with. And one day I had this thing sitting on my desk for forever, and I was like, let me try this again, because I had tried it a few times with a brush. I think I used this brush with it, and it didn't work for me. And I was like, let me just try it with a sponge. You guys, oh my God. Okay, so this is the Laura Mercier Secret Blurring Powder for Under Eyes. This is what it looks like. It is a pressed powder, so it's basically this in pressed form. I am so obsessed with this that I already have purchased 2 backups because I haven't heard anyone talking about this. I just have a feeling they're going to discontinue it. All of my favorite base products always get discontinued, so you know what? I'm not risking it. I already purchased 2. It was on sale for like $22 at Macy's online, so I just went ahead and stocked up on a couple. So I'm going to leave a few different links where you can get this down below. Hopefully it's on sale. They have 2 shades. This is in the shade 1. This is the best solution I have ever found for my under eyes between the concealer and this powder, but really this powder. I'm doing a lot of talking in this video because I want to explain why I'm doing certain things and why I don't do certain things. So it's not just about like the actual application. Another thing that I've learned for my skin, and maybe for your skin, is also key is the sponge. Not all sponges are created equal for under eye powder, especially using dry. There are very few sponges that I like dry, and I can do this same technique with a different sponge and I don't get the same results. I've tried it with an e.l.f. sponge, I've tried it with the Beauty Blender, I've tried it with my LA Girl, like I've tried it with a bunch of different sponges, and this is the best one I found, and it is $2 or $1.55 around there. It's the Shot Miss A. It's basically like the dupe for the Juno & Co sponge. I need to wash it. I'm going to be washing it after this video, but I just needed to use it dry today, so I didn't want to wash it right before I was filming. But this is basically the dupe for the Juno & Co sponge. This is the Juno & Co, so the surface area on here is a lot bigger. You guys are going to be seeing a Shot Miss A video go up. I filmed that like over a month ago at this point, so I have been testing this for, I want to say, about a month now, so it's going to look like that video just went up, or maybe even this one's going up first, but just know the order's all out of order right now. There's something about the tip on this one I can just get right underneath my eyes. It has basically like a microfiber kind of feel to it, which really helps applying powder because it's not sticking to the sponge. It just presses on the powder beautifully, and it's super soft. It almost feels like velvet. If you have finicky under eyes like I do, this doesn't apply the same with a brush for me. Like, I don't like this product with a brush. It applies the best with this exact sponge. I just go straight into the powder, swirl it in, make sure it's like coated, and then all I'm gonna do, hopefully I can be in focus while I do this, but see at the same time, all I'm gonna do is stamp it on basically. I don't want to lift up any of the concealer. I'm just stamping it on. I'll go back in and just press and then kind of tap. So this powder does brighten. I have never so far had it darken any of the concealers I've tried it with. Whereas with this one, that does happen with me sometimes. It's a super, super soft, fine powder. I don't find that it makes me look powdery at all. It just sets everything so freaking airbrushed looking and just soft. And that is a rare thing for my under eyes. Like, I know a lot of people, especially when you're watching like Instagram videos and stuff, it looks like they just dip in a loose powder, press it on, apply, and it looks so airbrushed and smooth, and you're like, what the heck? My under eyes have never looked like that. This is the closest I personally have ever gotten to that kind of look. So let's do the same thing on this side, swirl. Make sure you get the tip because you want to get right underneath your lash line. You can see because I've been talking, crease a little bit right here, so I'm just going to tap it out. For some reason with this eye, I have to do it kind of different, so I like to start on the outside and then bring it in. I think it's like the angle. All right, so here's a crazy secret. If you have under eye lines, you're gonna have under eye lines. Nothing you can do to take that away fully. So do I still have creasing? Yes, but is it significantly better than every other product and technique and everything I've ever used? Yes. So for me, this is what minimizes the creasing, keeps my concealer staying on all day. And by the way, it looks like this, pretty close to this all day, which for me is like unheard of. So I'm gonna get real up close so you can see. So this powder itself does have a little bit of a tint, but you can see when I rub my finger in here, it's still pretty sheer, like it's not an opaque white or anything. I've tried this exact technique like with this sponge and everything recently with different powders. Like I've tried it with the Makeup Forever pressed one to see if it's the same. I've tried it with a few other similar kind of products to this, and it's not. The key is this exact combo. As you can see, because that's pretty bright, now I have like kind of a line. So what I like to do is just take my powder. I'm using this Makeup Forever powder foundation. I don't use this all over my face. I just like to use it on my cheek area, and it just kind of helps to blend those two together. So now you can see there's less of like a stark line right there. And because my under eyes are full coverage, I always like to add a little bit of coverage right here, especially because it can be kind of like a stark difference if you see coverage under your eyes and then you can see stuff coming through on your cheek area. I just like it all to be kind of more cohesive. For my hair today on the top, I did this thing I used to do all the time where I took the curling wand and I like created a bump underneath it to give some volume, and I forgot that that actually works, and I used to do that all the time. But I'm gonna do the rest of my makeup. I'll be back to give some final thoughts. Okay, so here's what it looks like with the rest of my makeup done. Pretty basic, but effective. So I hope my concealer routine helps some of you guys out if you also have the same kind of under eye issues that I do and you've just never been able to find something that works for you. If you try it out and it works, or if it doesn't work, let me know either way. I'm always curious to hear how stuff works for you that I recommend, so please do let me know down below or on Instagram, Twitter, anywhere. I'm gonna pop in my socials here or here if you're not following. I've also been posting lots of IGTV videos lately, so check out those. If you go on Instagram on my profile, you just click the middle button. It's like a little TV icon, and that's how you can watch a bunch of IGTVs. So I've just been enjoying doing like makeup with music and stuff on there and like different kinds of videos that I wouldn't post on YouTube. I will have everything listed down below that I used on my face today. I'll quickly go through the makeup that I used on the rest of my face that I didn't show you guys. For bronzer, I used this Givenchy bronzer I've been loving, 2.5 Natural Rose. I don't know if it's supposed to be a blush, but I use it as bronzer and it works well. ColourPop, Catch My Vibe. Revolution, Just My Type for highlight. So freaking pretty. I just use like a random mix of cool tone shades on my eyes, but then for that glitter pop that you're seeing, where did it just go? I used 5 Star by Black Radiance. Morphe Love Bite lip liner with BH Cosmetics Natalie. Everything else I mentioned down below in the description box, nail polish, rings, shirt, everything is always down below. But I hope you enjoyed today's Foundation Friday and found it helpful. If you did, you can give it a thumbs up. If you're new here, I upload every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 6 p.m. Pacific time. I love you guys. Thanks for watching. See you in my next video. Bye.